everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over the Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest, Eric Masterson Thor vs. Destroyer from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. So here is Thor versus the Destroyer, looking really nice in the box over here with the Beyond Earth's Mightiest logos over here, with Marvel's Destroyer, I guess, on the top. We have Thor and the Destroyer on the side over here in action figure form, and in comic book form on the other side over here, looking really cool. On the back of the box, we have the figures, their accessories, looking really great. On the bottom, we have all the legalese you'll ever need. On the bottom, we have all the legalese you ever need. On the top, we have one more logo. Now let's take a look at Thor versus the Destroyer. Here is Thor, also known as the Eric Masterson Thor, looking really nice. I like the beard on him, honestly. It's super cool. He has some long flowing hair with some nice wash. Yeah, it looks like spaghetti kind of from close up, but a little bit farther away it looks much better and noticeable as hair. The beard is pretty cool. The eyes are nicely done. The brow furrowing is on top point, and the helmet is really neat. Little point up here. Big huge wings, very nicely over there with some metal going around it. That's pretty cool. Very nice for the wings on the inside. They're white too. The pegs are over there as well. Really nice head sculpt for this guy. Well done. The body is super neat. For some reason, I think they show his side of his body. I don't know what this suit is. I'm preferring more like the one that has the black on the inside and just makes it one big shirt looking thing, but he has a different look. Go figure, whatever. I like the arms over here. They look nice. We've seen these before. The cuffs are really neat too. He has a gripping hand and another gripping hand for like lightning and stuff. It's a nice body. The T's over here. The little circles are over here as well. This is a reuse from a previous body, as is the cape. It's a little bit more bright red though. I love how that looks. It's a really neat piece. It's awesome, but yeah, this guy is mostly reuse. The legs are pretty sweet. I do like how they look. The bottoms of the legs in particular are new and looking really snazzy. I wish other Thors had them. The tops of the legs we've seen before, but those gauntlets or greaves or what have you are just super sweet. The gold is very nice too. Of course, he holds Mjolnir, which we've seen before, just a different color this time. Yes, all the things are on it as far as the words that are etched. I don't think they're colored in this time. That's pretty neat. You can still see them and read them from this vantage point. It fits nicely in his hand and looks really cool. He has an alternate head, and these wings are much better. I wish these were swapped though with the other one. It just fits better to have metal wings with a metal mask and everything else, but maybe that's what it's like in the comics. I don't know. I don't read them really. The hair is really nice and swept really well. The beard's pretty cool. The eyes are piercing white, really neat. He's all powered up. The hair looks same as spaghetti. Yeah, it's a nice head sculpt. Take your pick on either one. I don't know. I don't really have a preference. They're cool both ways. And he also comes with a fist for punching people if he loses track of Mjolnir. It gets a swivel and then a hinge. Very nicely over here. Well done for that. Grr. This head sculpt and swivel left and right a little bit. Pretty okay. Back not really that much. Forward it's pretty nice. These move out of the way a little bit. Oh, spaghetti hair. And yes, Eric Masterson Thor can hold the Ragnarok spinning effect. Looking awesome here. And poor Yondu thinking he was Mary Poppins. Whoosh. As far as articulation goes for Eric Masterson Thor, the head can go left and then right pretty well, and up and down pretty okay. You get up this far and down with the arm. Go all the way around if you'd like. You get a swivel over here. Double jointed pin tech. They need to fix this and make it pinless like Hasbro. Get a swivel over here with the wrist. It's very clicky and designed to hold the hammer. Going up and down this far over here. And then on this one, you can also go swivel and then hinge up and down with not really too many clicks. You're fine on that. A swivel over here. It's very noisy. Going back this far, forward this far, side to side. Watch out for the paint a little bit. It can scratch. A swivel at the waist over here below the belt. Out this far and in. Up this far and back. Not really that far. Up this far and down. Swivel over here. Swivel down here. Yes! Down and then up and then a pivot. Very ratchety. And two pegals on the feet. Definitely a nice Thor. I could see myself kit bashing this one with different Thors. I could use the cape. I can use the feet. I can use the everything. It looks nice. More Thors, the better. Make your perfect Thor today. Eric Masterson is great, by the way. But stay tuned to see who he battles right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. I really like Destroyer's head sculpt here. It looks awesome. This flat plate is really nice, even though there's a couple scuffs on it. Right out of the box, kind of weird. The eyes are nice too. I like how they're outlined with black. Wonderful. That faceplate is really neat as well. I only wish they had an alternate head for this guy, like that beam head from the movie. I'm not sure if that's from the comics too, but yeah, that did a lot more personality to this guy. The body's beautiful, covered in spikes. Wonderful. With a lot of marbling on the stomach for some reason. Some scratches. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, but weird anyways. A lot of spikes everywhere though. It's just wow. A line of spikes going down from this pauldron, down his arm, little gap for the wrist joint, and then down to his hand. That's crazy. All the way down the body too, you can see here. Wow, it's just really nuts. The back is really plain, some weird marbling near his butt. Yeah, not the best as far as this goes, or cleanest, but it looks really cool with all these spikes. This is just nuts. Crazy design. The spikes continue down his legs, looking awesome. I also forgot to mention all these little striated lines that are really wonderful. They're indented, looking really cool. They even really flow well, at least also with the joint, which is nice over here. Looks wonderful. These spikes are just gorgeous, looking really great. On the back, it is kind of flat, but at least it isn't really that marbly, except for this one line over here. And the feet look really neat. They don't have spikes on them, thank goodness. Otherwise, they'd probably hurt. Maybe over here would be cool, like claws or something. But they look nice as well with the figure. Really neat character design. It's just epic. The Destroyer comes with 2 fists that can swivel and then hinge. Just watch out for those spikes when you move your hand. Yeah, that's gonna hurt if you hurt yourself. Or even spikes on the knuckles. That's crazy. Watch out, Knuckles. You got competition. He also has a gripping hand and a grasping hand. The gripping hand is basically similar to the other one. I don't know why he has it, though. Maybe to hold something? Let me just check real quick if he can sort of hold Mjolnir. It doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. It doesn't really have any insert point for anything. There just isn't any accessory for that. I'd rather have one or more of these hands, which I love. These hands are great for like looking like he's going to grab something or grab somebody. But yeah, this is just really nice. You get some swivel and then hinge with that over here, and then some swivel and then hinge with that over here. Nice hands, but I just wish this one had a better function to it. For kit bashing, you can fit the spinning hammer effect from Ragnarok. That effect is the gift that keeps on giving. I really like how it looks on him too. It's super nice. And yes, I believe that Odin is inside of this thing, and I'm gonna prove it to you. The Marvel Select Odin head does fit technically. I may have to warm it up, but I don't want to break anything because the neck peg is really long on this figure. So I'm just going to leave this be and let it sit, but it looks pretty cool otherwise. As far as articulation goes for Destroyer, the head can go left and then right and then back, not really that far. Forward pretty far to look down at his enemies, and some nice pivot too. All the way around basically. You can go up this far with the arm, not really that much. You can go all the way around, just watching out for these little spikes on the side of the body that they don't catch too much. But this does move around this pauldron. Can move up to accommodate the arm moving up this far. Not really that great. You get a swivel over here and a single jointed elbow. That works out pretty fine with a, hinge over here. He is a big guy. You don't really need too much articulation for that. And we already went over the hands. Same with this side, by the way, for that. You do go back this far and forward this far in the crunch with a tiny bit of pivot on the side. But again, I don't want it to catch on these and break it. So just being careful with that. Out this far, very nicely, and in. You can go up this far, and then you also can go back, not really that far. You get a double jointed knee that works out pretty okay for the figure. Again, he's a big guy. Careful with him. Swivel over here, and it does break the sort of nice line of this. So that's okay, whatever. And you get one swivel here, no swivel down here. Down, hard detent, up, hard D, just one click, and then a pivot. Not really too much on this side, by the way, because there are a bunch of spikes blocking it. And then 2 peg holes on the feet. The articulations to be expected for this character. I'm just glad to have him in my collection. He is a wonderful figure, the Destroyer. I've been waiting for him since Thor 2, or at least Thor 1 came out. And yeah, we just need more Destroyer in our lives. He's awesome. Here's how the Hasbro Marvel Legends Destroyer scales with the Marvel Select Destroyer and the Toy Biz Destroyer. Yes, the Select Destroyer is a little bit taller, but I think the articulation isn't as great. Sure, it looks slightly cooler with some wash on it, but I gotta hand it to the Hasbro Destroyer. It's just so much bigger and bulkier and better. And the Toy Biz Destroyer is kind of weird. Maybe it's a suit of armor for somebody. The paint is really nice on it. I just don't understand this figure. And also, here's the Eric Masterson Thor to compare to Destroyer that he came with. Yeah, they're really good figures. And for height comparison, the Eric Masterson Thor stands at just under 7 inches tall, while the Destroyer stands at about 8 3/4 inches tall. They look great together, and this is probably the best 2-pack from this line so far. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Shame on you, Eric Masterson Thor. You told me Destoroyah from Godzilla was gonna be at this party. I mean, I'm happy it's Destroyer, but still, we're both very upset. Overall, behold the power of Thor. In the midst of Hasbro re-releasing figures, there comes a time when they make something special. Eric Masterson Thor is that figure. This version of Thor is great. I really love the alternate head sculpts. They're wonderful. I do find that I should change those wings a little bit, but they're kind of growing on me now. I really love the body sculpt. It's really nice. The paint on it's pretty cool too. I don't know if I still like or not the fact that it's a weird kind of half shirt thing, but it's growing on me once again. The arms are great too, and that hand that holds Mjolnir as well as spinning Mjolnir is wonderful. The belt is really cool and looks nice. I like the pants too, and those greaves are amazing. Just wonderful pieces. A really great Thor overall. But somehow the Destroyer is even better, even defeating other figures from other lines and other companies that have made the Destroyer before. This one is incredibly accurate and really fun to mess around with. It's super nice. My only complaint is that holding hand that holds nothing. Make it a gripping hand and you got me sold completely on this figure. The amount of spikes and silver and love put into this figure with the sculpt is amazing, and the color scheme is really great too. Has a bit of wash here and there to bring out some of that deco. If you're a fan of Thor or the Destroyer, you'll be a fan of this set. It is excellent. Probably the best set in this subline for me at least. But make no mistake, there's no better 2-pack than one that builds and one that destroys. So which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.